obviously a big day today out of your bench guys. What'd you get out of the reserves? What'd you see?
Well, it's interesting when the game unfolds. You never know what lineup's going to be on the floor when you make your run, and we had a very unique lineup on the floor. I couldn't be more proud of Avant Wagner right now. He played like a veteran. I mean, defensively, he was all over the place. And when you're in the 5 spot and you're in a zone, you've got to be the guy that's communicating. And that's what he did. But he also played with the necessary activity level that you need against a team that spreads you out and shoots threes the way they do. You know, when you play Michigan, the way they execute their offense, the way they move the ball, and the multiple three-point shooters they have, they're never out of the game. So you can't ever let up defensively. You know, I thought we softened a little bit right after the 11-0 start. Started the second half, and then they were on fire. We get out-rebounded, you know, but no turnovers in the second half. I mean, so you got a chance. And our guard play, I mean, Clemens, after a subpar first half, was spectacular in the second.
You went 7 minutes almost without Uthoff during that second half run. Did you just feel so comfortable?
What was interesting about that, Chad, is we took him out. I think it was 12:46. Let's get him out right before the media and get him right back in. But when that team took off, I thought, you know what? It might not be bad because when I put him back in, he'll be fresh all the way to the end of the game. And we can go to him, and we went to him, and he made a couple big buckets, obviously.
Your three-point shooters have been tremendous, especially in the second half. I think in 4 possessions, something like that, there was 4 guys who hit threes. I mean, it seems to be just a huge difference, almost year over year, that they're making them now in games.
Well, we got good three-point shooters. You know, we had more drivers for, and the numbers sort of bear that out. You know, we should be making more threes.
You go to that zone. It seemed to give you guys a spark. Just talk about that decision.
Well, what it enables you to do is kind of keep everything in front of you. So you can kind of look, okay, where's Robinson? Where's Dawkins? Where's Abdul Rahman? Where's Irvin? In the first half, you remember, against the zone, they scored behind us. You know, a good offensive team attacking zone will get behind you. And we did a very poor job of this when they were running cutters and running people along the baseline. Much better job in the second half. Again, goes back to Buell, Bear, Wagner's activity level, because they're going to be 4 out. And so if the guards are matched and Robinson comes up, somebody's got to go with him, and then they're going to run somebody to the corner. They get a ton of corner threes. So the zone was very effective, and then we were also able to run out.
John was just in here and said that your lineup is basketball the way it used to be, meaning seniors, 4 seniors and a junior. Do you look at it that way, and what can you quantify what it means to have that much experience?
Well, here's the thing. I think everybody keeps talking about the experience, and obviously there are key guys. But we wouldn't be sitting where we are if we weren't getting unbelievable play from Buell, Wagner, Ellingson, Nicholas Bear, and before that, Dale Jones. I still have confidence in Christian. I wanted to get him in today. I could still go to Andrew Fleming, but Christian was huge in the Michigan State game. So, yeah, I mean, it's great that we have 4 seniors and a junior, but I said from the beginning, we would not have success this year unless those young guys came through for us.
Fran,
I don't care what the seniors do.
Tomorrow afternoon, you could end up having the highest-ranked team you've ever had here in your 6 years. Is this something, did you see this coming after Iowa State?
Well, I'll give you the same answer I gave the other. I did not see it coming.
Yeah.
I thought we had a really good team, and I thought we had the potential. You know, I think you can look at the Iowa State game 2 ways. Playing the second-ranked team in the country on the road in a hostile environment, we scored 81, we lost by 1. Or you can say, okay, we had a lead, and we couldn't get the ball in bounds twice, and we blew the game. You know, I choose the former, and I tend to look at the positive side of things and trust my guys.
What did you see in these last 2 days? You come off a big high off that Thursday night win. You got to turn around here. I mean, it seems like they've had that professional approach throughout. But
yeah, I mean, yeah, they were very professional, as you would have expected them to be. But I mean, how can you not get ready to play Michigan on television in front of a full house? I mean, that shouldn't be hard.
What did you think of your team's response? Michigan kept coming at you throughout the whole game as
Well, we
you thought they would.
expected
Yeah.
You know, and the key is to keep coming down and giving your team a chance. Like I said, no turnovers. So yeah, we missed some, but we moved the ball. I thought our shot selection was really good. And then we had some key shots. Clemens hit a big three. Pete was on fire. Utah some big shots. Tom Ewell, certainly.
Why did you have that different, I forget how you put it, unique, I think, lineup for as long as you did in the second half?
Well, once they started really clicking the way they did, I just leave them in. I think that's, if you follow how I coach. I mean, if that lineup's cooking, I'm going to leave them in there, let them play, because they were playing together, they were playing comfortable, they were aggressive, their defensive activity was big time, their understanding of how to move the ball and get good shot opportunities was everything you want. And at the same time, we're extending the lead, and I'm resting people that I'm going to need for the stretch run.
Pete's defense has been really good. I mean, I don't know, there was one play.
It's terrific until he gets a little bit tired, and then he breaks down. But you're right, his anticipation has been great. You know, he's been able to defend really good players in this league. He's more physical than he's ever been because he's stronger, he's older, smarter.
He seems to get some deflections. I know that won't show up here, but you'll probably chart him or
He's kind of like
something.
Aaron White in that way. He kind of lays back a little and he pokes it. He has anticipation. He also really he processes his scouting report, so he knows when the screens are coming and when to shoot the gap and when to top block a down screen.
You've gotten into him a couple times in the last month, I would say, in game, but he seems to just respond. Yeah, he seems to respond.
Yeah,
really
that was
well.
before. Today I thought he was
Not
fine,
today,
but I
no.
got into the whole team at that one point. Yeah, he wasn't really part of that.
No, I just meant in the last month, but he seems to respond.
Yeah,
and
It's like anything else. If you're going to get into somebody, it has to make sense to him. Okay, why am I getting into? He deserves it. I don't pick on him. I'm not, trying to build character and play mind games with him. If I'm in his face, it's because he deserves to have me in his face. Then he needs to get corrected. What we're talking about, getting corrected. And he's got character and he's smart. And every time I've challenged him, he's come back and performed. So he is.
If you got the kind of stuff on this team that won't have that won't have dips, like for instance, people will assume that you'll win at Rutgers, and I know you don't look at it that way, but your guys.
I never look at it that way. I've coached in leagues before where you could bring less than your best to beat the bottom teams. Not this league. Anything less than your best, you are going to get beat every time. And that's the thing that, I'm my sixth year, so it's obvious to me, but we'll go back to the seniors that we're talking about, they understand that too. You cannot coast against anybody in this league.
Hey, Coach, Mike Gazelle only took 4 shots, but he was just incredible at both ends today. Talk about him over the last few
You know what,
weeks.
Jess, I thought his defense on really talented players was spectacular. His ability to move his feet, explosive slides, and keep the dribbler in front of him, because they're going to get threes when the ball gets in the lane. We had a little problem start of the second half with ball screens, middle ball screens. We weren't getting through, we weren't hard hedging high enough, which we were in the first half. But he was great.